to the best
wouldn't
match
have
of the
until you
night,
fucking said
baby.
it.
The best match of the night, baby. Now, I had a criticism earlier when we talked about the AEW show when I said that my problem with the Okada Takeshita match was that I don't like matches where it takes a tank or a nuclear bomb to keep a guy down. I like this one though. I like this one because hypocritical. I understand, but there's levels to this and there's styles to this. Takeshi and Okada had a wrestling match in a basic contemporary wrestling style to where they're doing regular, everyday, average moves, belly to back, just wrestling moves, and just none of it sticks. That's not what this is. This is
two behemoths slapping meat. That's all it is.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
That's it, man. That's all it is.
So we talked about this last week when we said we came up with a couple of different possibilities. I had came up with the idea that we could end up with a third match at SummerSlam, and it could be completely possible that Oba wins all three. Just let Oba be the guy that he just can't seem to get by. We also did a scenario where, Lesnar lost at WrestleMania, but he gets the win here, and that ties it up, which leads to a big third match outcome at SummerSlam. They went with option B. As a matter of fact, not only did they go with option B, they kind of said it word for word. Because I don't know if you caught it when Lesnar was leaving, he had said it. It's 1 to 1, bitch.
1 + 1, bitch.
I don't think all the suplexes in the world can put anybody over more in a situation than one frightened look. Because I have seen Brock Lesnar suplex many a foe all on the top of their head. And I've seen people kick out of the suplexes. But I have never, when did he debut on the main roster? 2002? 24 years? 24 years of watching Brock Lesnar. Not when he was facing The Undertaker, not when he was facing Goldberg, not when he was facing Kane, nobody. I have never seen Brock Lesnar show a frightened face in my life. But when he was hitting Oba Femi with F5 after F5 after F5 and dumping him on his head and taking him to the outside and putting him through the table and putting him in the... And he could not beat this man. And he had that last kick out. And Brock Lesnar had that face of pure fear and terror. I said to myself, he must absolutely be in love with the human being that is Oba Femi. Because I have never seen this man unload like he did against Oba Femi and still win the match, which is crazy. How many Brock Lesnar matches? And before I finish the sentence, just know that the answer is 0. How many Brock Lesnar matches? How many Brock Lesnar matches have you seen Brock Lesnar win and then go, woof, damn, I don't think he should have won that. He was like that close.
It's cool because the way that they started it and the way that Brock obliterated Oba, for Oba still to get some shit off, but really just kind of get hammered into the ground. I love the way that they did that because it makes them look so old, like it makes them look so evenly matched that the difference that we could argue the difference in that match going the way that it did is because Brock jumped him in the beginning and never let go of the gas until he kind of started the gas out a little bit with him on the outside, put him through the table in the way that he popped up.
But that's the story.
Back into the ring. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
that's where the face came in. Yeah, he's never unloaded to the point where he's gassed out, and it wasn't enough.
Right, and how many times in Brock Lesnar's, and this is an honest question because I don't know how many. So I don't know if it's 0, but I'm assuming it is. how many times in Brock Lesnar's career did he ever feel like he needed to get the jump on someone in order to win the match? Otherwise, he wouldn't have done that.
Off the top of my head, I don't see. The only time that I could probably ever remember where he just jumped right at his opponent, I think it might have been Angle, but that was only
was that
because
out of anger or was out of necessity? Because
it was frustrating. It was more frustration because of the storyline at the time is that Kurt kept egging him, but Brock couldn't get his hands on him. So like he kept like hitting him from behind and running, and it was like a bunch of like jabs here and there, and he was just so sick of it.
That's more of like I got you in the ring now, and I'm gonna fucking destroy you type shit.
Right, and then he did, which is not what happened here.
Right, exactly, and I feel like the vibe here is he did it because it was like more of a strategy than it was like I can't wait to break you in half. I think it's a little bit of both. But
it tells
the fact that the strategy was there.
It tells the story of I took you for granted last time, and now you think
you ain't
you're
about
better
to
than
make
me.
Look like no bitch. Yeah, exactly.
So this time I'm gonna make short work of you. I'm gonna beat you in 2 minutes. I'm gonna play around with you. Yeah.
Like I did
and then he did everything he could to get it done inside of 2 minutes, and he didn't put him away. And
he didn't even test the water, right? He didn't do like 1, 2, and then let me see if he's done with that. No, he just
went straight to like 4
for the kill. He wanted the kill instantly, no questions asked. You're dead here. Didn't work.
And I was saying before about there was a match that we talked about earlier where I was like, put that one in wrestling school. Don't put this whole match in wrestling school. Put the reaction to the F5s in wrestling school, because this is a perfect example of protecting the finish. 9 times out of 10, if Brock Lesnar is hitting you with an F5, it's done. And if he hits you with more than one F5, it's usually because he's not trying to beat you, he's trying to send a message. He tried to do both here. He tried to beat Oma and send a message with multiple F5s, and he couldn't put the kid away. It couldn't happen. And then that face that I wish I could snapshot, put it on the screen right now, that face of absolute fear and terror. And let's not also look past the body language of frustration after hitting those 4 F5s, and then a bunch of shit happening, and then he hits a 5th. And when he hits the 5th, he pins him 1-2 kick out. And then Lesnar starts beating on the mat, screaming at himself. Did you hear that part? He's screaming at himself. Come on. Like, he's trying to, you're the beast, goddammit. You're Brock Lesnar. What the fuck? Put this motherfucker away. And he couldn't fucking do it. That's why everybody who's complaining online, it's so fucking stupid. He's just like, what a bad decision. They buried him. You don't know what you're looking at, man.
To be fair, hold on. To be fair, before when we were discussing him coming back and hitting Oba with the F5, that was my fear too. That it felt like they came to a deal and now we're gonna revert this and squish him. And you were right there. You were like, no, we've seen this before. If you do this right, this is a good way to do this. This is what we could see. I couldn't envision it. I've never seen it. So I can't envision it. All I see is shit like that happen where we made a pivot. It's an obvious pivot. It's right in front of us. And now we're about to change course and people are about to get, their whole build is going to get destroyed, yada, yada, yada. Then they come in and do it like this. Like even in the moment when he jumps right on him, hits with the F5. I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go, right? And then he hits him again. And I'm thinking, all right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. But then he picks him up and does it again. So just the psychology alone of him not pinning him after 2 of them sent a different message to me. So then he kept going and then he pinned him and kicked out. And I'm like, wait a minute, we're doing something different. As it started to play out, oh, so you are going to kill him, but you're not going to kill him. You're not going to squish him. You're going to attempt to squish him and just barely fucking get away with it. And Oba's still looking at you in your face, only to come back out on Monday in the tournament match, walk into the ring, slap 5 grown men in the face, only to go to the middle of the ring and do your talk. Like that shit's fire. We didn't kill this man. He's actually more up off of that loss to me than I thought could have ever happened. He's still smacking people in the face, and Brock if you're asking me, Brock is still worried about this match. He's acting tough because he got the win, but he's in his head right now. And the way they depict that with this match, I wouldn't have seen it. You could not tell me this was going to happen. But we're here now, and Oba is as big as ever, and he just took an L to Brock Lesnar.
He's bigger now than after WrestleMania. And the way that I can explain this now to people is that going into WrestleMania, he was the fan favorite. They wanted him to beat Lesnar. But in everybody's mind, it's still up for debate. Can he defeat the Beast? Is the question. Then we went to WrestleMania and we saw him defeat the Beast. So now it's believable that he can. But is he better than Brock? Still a debate. Then we have the second match where Brock throws everything but the kitchen sink at this motherfucker and he can't beat him. And it keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps going. And now he's showing fear. He's questioning himself. It's a whole deal. He finally beats Oba. And if you look at the react, again, all body language, when he beats Oba, look at how gleeful, look at how absolutely happy Brock Lesnar is. He feels like a brand new man. He's God damn it, yes, motherfucker, God damn it, yes, I fucking knew it. I told you I could beat him. That was a man who wasn't sure he could beat Oba until he did.
Yeah. Or so even now, if you don't see it that way, it's the man that doesn't behave that way.
No, but he's never behaved that way.
He was gonna
because he expects it.
There's no question.
Yes,
there's no question. Until Oba.
So now, based on how you saw WrestleMania, and now based on how you've seen Clash in Italy, in the rematch, in the rubber match to settle the score, explain to me now, who do you think the absolute favorite to win is? It's Oba.
It's still Oba.
Yeah, because when Lesnar was, but see, he's not the fan favorite anymore. He is the overall favorite to win.
Can I
because it's been established that he has a problem beating Oba Femi.
Can I ask for a stipulation? I kind of want a stipulation here. Ooh, okay, here we go. Hold on. You have to get, what stipulation would you put on this final match? If you need to think, I got mine.
I have one in my head right now.
Okay.
I'll go first so you can do your big review.
Yeah.
I would go based on everything that I've seen so far. I would go false count anywhere. That's what
Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I want. Oh no! I'm sorry. That was the wrong stipulation. I'm sorry. That's not what I'm thinking of in my head. Last man standing is what I was thinking in my head.
Last man standing. Okay.
Where they have to answer the 10 count. That one is the one that I'm thinking in my head.
I was thinking best of 3. I was thinking best of 3. Make him pin me more than once. I like the knock him down and he don't get up. That's cool. I also like the idea of not only did I pin you once, though, I pinned you twice. I thought that would be cool too.
The only reason why I kind of don't like it is that they worked really hard to showcase to the audience that it's extremely difficult to get one pin. In a 2 out of 3 falls match, sometimes my biggest hate of those matches is because they know they're going 2 falls, that first fall usually comes pretty quick.
1-on-1. Yeah.
Okay. Even if it's just the 1-2, that first one comes really quick. And since everything was already designed to let the audience know that neither one of these men can't really. Sense. That's why I picked Last Man Standing, because you have to defeat your opponent so bad he doesn't get up at all.
I think honestly, that makes a little bit more sense in this.
And I even have the visual in my head of Lesnar being in the middle of the ring trying to answer the count. He doesn't answer the count. He's laying there. They announce Oba the winner, and Oba goes over Lesnar's body with the taunt.
The Conqueror just tamed the beast.
He conquered the beast.
With that, though, regardless, I really think they should put a stipulation on this. This is one that I want.
It's going to have a stipulation.
I wouldn't
for sure.
hate. I'm almost calling for one for this. Just choose the right one. You know what I mean? Don't make it like
I don't want them to do a cage.
Some bullshit. No
Don't
cage.
Put them in a
cage.
cage.
Let these animals run wild.
Yeah. That's another aspect of the last man standing that I like. They can do it anywhere.
Yeah.
It didn't even have to be in the ring. But
well, for a 6 minutes match, we definitely got 30 minutes off that motherfucker. That's for sure.
This was good. This was good. This was a good one.